The migration from country WA to the city is a feat not uncommon for many school leavers going to uni. However, education isn't always the only reason for the move. In light of the recent WAMi festival, during the week I sat down with drummer Ryan Ammon and guitarist Glen and spoke to them about their band Thursday's Page and the Perth music scene in general. You're originally from Busselton, so what did that mean for your music? You said earlier that you couldn't release your EP when you were down there. How has it influenced you?
Well, Perth just has a lot more opportunity than Busselton ever did, where Busselton, they're not the biggest supporters of live music. We more had to go to either Dunsborough or Bunbury to be able to play gigs, and then on the odd occasion come up to Perth. So getting away from a town which didn't support the music scene as much and coming to Perth where there's like a massive music scene, like it made a lot of difference to our progress in the band.
Yeah, it's quite hard to crack into the Perth scene as well, like being so many good bands around. It's taken us a while to get known around here. Since
you've moved to Perth, it's been a lot easier, or has it been kind of hard to crack it?
It's been pretty hard work, but I guess persistence helps. Just trying to get as many contacts as you can, playing as many gigs, and then from the gigs that you play you get in with other bands and you start getting known around, so then that way you kind of build your reputation. Time after time and I say goodbye to you. It's so hard to be strong when you hurt as much as I
saw you guys played with the Butterfly Effect, and I did read that they were one of your influences. So how amazing was that for you to support the Butterfly Effect?
It's actually quite random how that came about. As I got called up on the day at work and Ricey's like, "Oh, we've just been asked to support Butterfly Effect at Bunbury and Dunsborough. Can you do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And then just playing there with, that sort of, band is just something that's pretty memorable, So. I think so far they're the biggest show support that we've had. We've still got a few other bands that we're aiming to support or at least play with, but hopefully that'll happen later down the track.
At the Rocket Room in Northbridge a couple of weeks ago. Have you done anything else for the WAMis before, or was that your first year?
That was the first for the WAMis. I think because we're such a fresh band in Perth, it was great to get this opportunity of one showcase gig at the WAMis. Like last year we were still trying to sort out our stuff, so yeah, that was the first experience with WAMis, but definitely hopefully in the future we'll have a bit of a...
Hopefully win a couple of awards.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Do you think the WAMis is what sort of cracks the scene for a lot of bands?
Definitely. The WAMi seems to be in a lot of control of how popular a band can become, just from the opportunities that they provide.
So what are your future plans for the band? You said you've got the other EP coming out soon-ish after this first one. Do you just plan to see how far you can get and then just take it as it comes?
At the start of this year we had a meeting with a lady who works closely with the industry, and she basically said to us that we have to set our goals, make a plan for what we want to achieve for the year. We went aside and did that, and we're trying to stick to it. We've got our EP launch coming out this month, and then we've got 3 months pretty much solid of gigging, and so then that'll kind of give us a bit of spotlight so that we can get the name out there. August we go back into studio to start preparing for our single that we should be releasing in summer, and then at the same time preparing for the next EP as well, which we should be releasing next
year.
Yeah, so yeah, we have it pretty much all planned together.
Just want to keep events type happening, whether it's a film clip launch or single launch and stuff, so it gives us a reason to something to promote.
It keeps the momentum up. As long as we've got that goal, we know the next step of what we're doing.
Rather than just picking up random gigs, we're not going to get anywhere doing that. We've got to get ourselves out there and keep people wanting to come to watch us. Or you've got a single launch, cool, let's go down there. The band is treated a lot like a business, where we always have our goals and what we're trying to achieve. I'm not sure how to get my
myself out of this.
Do you have any messages for anyone that's an aspiring young artist? What would you say to them?
I would tell them to be persistent, because that's what we did.
Yeah,
Like,
we're just committed. You know, we put so much time and effort into it. We're not saying no. You know,
like it took us what, 5 years before we started, you know, really getting anywhere, having an official debut CD. So it takes a while.
time.